Hi guys, this is gsmdom.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Apple iPhone 6s. It was announced on September 9th and today we're pulling it out of the box. It's the follow-up of the iPhone 6 that comes with 3D Touch, a camera upgrade and several other upgrades. The general format stays the same basically as far as design is concerned, as you can see right here. Stronger metal from what I know, and the price tag is $649 for the basic version of contract, or $749 or $849 if you want 64 or 128 gigabytes of storage. Okay, so as you can see, the back camera is still protruding, and now let's see what's inside this box over here. We start off with this small cardboard envelope. We got the metal key here used to open up the nano SIM tray, and of course a bunch of manuals and info and stickers as usual. Let's put those aside. And also inside the box there is the charger that may require an adapter in some countries, the EarPod headset that hasn't changed very much, hasn't changed at all from what I know, and finally the USB lightning cable that you're going to connect to the charger and to the PC if need be, although nowadays everything is wireless. Okay, so here we go. We're starting up the device, the iPhone 6s, and the initial setup will probably involve inserting a SIM card inside. The handset measures 7.1 millimeters in thickness, it weighs 143 grams, and this model has a 4.7 inch screen with a resolution of 1334 over 750 pixels. The screen is LED backlit, and now it's time to start the setup. No SIM card installed, so maybe let's try this with a SIM installed. And opening up the tray, here we go, placed on the side. As I said before, 4.7 incher with the LED backlit screen. The processor is now the Apple A9. There's a bit of a discussion on this topic because it's available in two versions, one made by Samsung and one by TSMC. Apparently their power consumption has been reported as different, although their power usage should stay the same in regular usage as Apple claims. Okay, here we go. With the SIM inserted now, we should be able to start the setup. So Apple A9 processor inside. If I'm not mistaken, it's a dual core 1.8 GHz CPU. We also get 2 GB of RAM and the M9 motion coprocessor. Okay, we're sliding, we're selecting English, region and country also selected. Choosing a Wi-Fi network, and the rest you're not going to see. And we're joining it. As usual, the setup process should be pretty long. Going to set up Touch ID later. Don't add passcode for now. Continue. Set up as new iPhone, and this is the point where we insert our user and password. And we're back. Okay, terms and conditions, we already know those. So what I was saying before, there are basically two versions of the iPhone 6s, one with the Apple A9 processor made by Samsung, one with the Apple A9 processor made by TSMC. The one made by Samsung uses the 14 nanometer process, and the one made by TSMC 16 nanometer process, and people have been saying there is a 2-hour difference between the two as far as power usage goes, and I mean battery here. Choosing a view, I'm going to go with the standard one, and welcome to the iPhone, and that's about it. This is the setup. Let's maybe turn up the brightness a bit, deactivate Bluetooth for now, and access gsmdom.com. As you can see, you can already feel the new font. Not a big fan of it, but I will get used to it in the long run. Not loading up very fast from what I can see, but at least it loads completely once it's done. Okay, we proceed to see what's improved here. So first of all, the camera, 12 megapixel shooter this time, so an upgrade from the iPhone 6. It can do 4K video, and only the iPhone 6s Plus has optical image stabilization. This one doesn't. You can also take up to 63 megapixel panoramas with this camera. The front camera has also been upgraded to a 5 megapixel shooter, and we're also getting LTE, Wi-Fi, AB, GN, AC on this handset, Bluetooth 4.2, NFC, GLONASS, and AGPS. The battery inside, well, it's a 1715 mAh unit, and now you can also get power saving features, which I'm going to try and find here. There is a low power mode that you can activate, and it tells you everything you need to know in that area. Also, we're getting a new Touch ID. It's a second generation Touch ID, and in case you're wondering, the battery capacity I mentioned before is actually a decrease from the iPhone 6 that offered 1810 mAh. Now we're getting 1715. There's also that thing called the 3D touch with various degrees of pressure, so if I really press hard on this icon, I can trigger new options like take selfie, record video, record slow-mo, or take photo. Or if I do this, press harder on this, you can see new note, new photo, new sketch. If I tap it regularly, it's standard tap. Then there is the other feature related to pressure. If you're getting a message that includes a map location, you press it once to view the location, and you press it harder then to actually go into maps. That's only an example. Apple has also changed the type of case here. It's now made of 7000 series aluminum instead of 6000 series aluminum, in order to avoid any potential bend gate. We got a sapphire glass covering up the camera, and you can use the screen as a flash for selfies. If you go into the settings, you can see, boy, this is turning from an unboxing to a preview, so let's wrap this up. Okay, so if you go into the settings and access the camera area, you'll be able to see these options here that allow you to film in 4K at 30 frames per second, and that's about it. You also get faster Wi-Fi and LTE, but we're going to cover that in the full review coming in a few days. This is the Apple iPhone 6s, unboxed by gsndom.com. We'll be back with a full review soon. Bye bye.